Live? Like
What?
live?
Sorry. Hi. Oh, hi.
Like
Yes.
live?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Coming to you live from the bridge of the USS Canada over here.
Yeah.
This is the USS UK.
I mean, you're really just a UK citizen once removed, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You smartened up and realized that we don't need you, but yeah.
Wow. When you found maple syrup, you couldn't go back. You know
All right.
the the
We didn't have
junction
to kick you out of our country like the Americans did. We just very slowly just kind of went, no, we're moving out.
will be the attic.
Yeah.
With the attic above you is uninhabitable. It's so bloody cold. Like how
Yeah.
far north would you have to go for it to be relatively unbearably snowy cold? Like 100 miles, 200 miles, 300 miles.
Quite a ways.
Quite a ways, okay.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
But it ain't like you could easily drive there. I mean, I say that like 12 hours. You could drive it. So you could drive to that's too far.
Probably it would take quite a while.
Okay.
Way longer than 12 hours, I can tell you
Oh,
that.
I guess it means like an average person. But anyway, hello, welcome back, Stuart.
Yes. Bridges. Don't burn your bridges.
Especially not no. Unless they are discovery ones with designated they can
Flamethrowers, yeah.
only flamethrower in certain locations. So the damage is therefore entirely limited to those three zones at repeatable and countable patterns. Sure. That makes sense. One of our favourite things. Right, more things to talk about, right? Now, Stuart, people are going to ask, is this alien bridges, not alien bridges? It's everything, but we encourage you to do Starfleet, as is likely. You can be petty, guys. You can do bridges that run for seconds, for minutes, for hours, for days. It's up to you guys. And let's be honest, Stuart, some bridges that are only seen for mere moments can be wonderful. Either the Star Trek 4 bridge or even the Excelsior NX is interesting. Or the Grissom, right? There are interesting, very brief-lived bridges.
There are.
So, I will even accept the three versions of the E bridge. Ah, Adrian's here, who is not currently doing a bridge, but a segue for me. Oh, Adrian, what was bridge you did for us? Was it Raven? Bridges are hard.
Do we have a particular slide that we're on by any chance?
Yes. Let me open that up for myself so I can see.
Because I could scroll, I couldn't see which one.
6.
Oh, way the fuck up there.
Yeah, we did a phase one that was like 4. So I was like, yeah. And as you know, as you can see, 2 for 1 on PayPal because PayPal supports the channel a ton more than Super Chat, and yet 2 because we want to include as many of these as possible. So if you feel like you're able to submit a bridge, just put that over to the PayPal. Do 2, which means more to talk about, more to rank. Maybe do a good one, a bad one, 2 that you love, don't know, and support the channel just that bit more. We love it, we encourage it, and we have 2 already in the buffer, which is fantastic. We'd love to see a load more. So I'm going to start sharing. Let us know what bridge you want to talk about in this, and as with the last few, it'll be you guys are going to rank. So we'll play the case, and interested to see who wins or loses. Cinema.
Yeah, I don't even have to say anything. He said everything. But I'm gonna still say subscribe, hit like, do all the stuff you need to do. You know the routine. Make sure you put the notification bell icon to all. Make sure that you join the channel. There's a join button down there on YouTube, or head on over to Patreon/Trekyards. Lots of ways to help and support. Clicking the link down in the description of the video is super important as well. There are links to the Teespring and the TeePublic store, so lots of cool stuff. And we encourage you to check those out as well. So yeah. Also, make sure that you're super chatting or PayPaling. PayPal is 2 for 1, as Sam said, so $5.82. On a super chat, it's just $5 for one, so consider that as well. And of course, the PayPal information is right up here, over here. Trekyards at hotmail.com. So anyhow, so let me check something here. Let's do all the things, you know, the routine, guys. Bum, 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 bum. Um, well, ISFJ 1009, $2 is not enough. $5 is for a choice, and you're not first because we do have some PayPals that we are getting to in a second here as soon as Sam is done sharing. So if you want to top up that with $3, you can do that.
I mean, is it enough that he's built 2 different Voyager bridges for me in the past? Is that enough of a top
Oh,
up?
didn't know that. How the fuck would I
Adrian.
know that?
Yes. With
Yes, it says Adrian, obviously, so I know.
I know, I know. Yeah, you know, I remember the day that he sent one to me, and I was like, oh, that view screen, that's not quite right. And so I scoured the screen caps and was like, these things, please modify. He did. It looks amazing. So, yeah.
So
But also briefly, so Bob, I've been I was suggested that you should my new film, my next Trek fan film, is on Patreon currently for early viewing. So if you are on the Patreon, go check. You've got a link right now to go watch the new film early, and our first film 4K. So go see some cool stuff. Stuart, we're getting the link after this live.
perfect.
Yes.
Well, let's jump right in with Olivia sending us a PayPal.
Ah,
And
super.
she says, I hope this helps. I was at the Golden Gate Bridge in Discovery and the Golden Gate Bridge in Star Trek 2009. So we got 2 Golden Gate Bridges to look at first and foremost. I didn't. So yeah, first it's Discovery Bridge, and then the bridge from 2009.
Okay. I was wearing. Okay. I really had to think about that for a second. I thought you wanted me to go and find screen caps of the Golden Gate Bridge as seen in. I was like, what? I mean, I guess we could. All right, Discovery Bridge, which we've now been with for a long time now. It's finally decreated. No longer exists. Ah, oh. Oh no, what are you doing?
Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Hit that like button, guys, and super chat in or PayPal. We have 10 likes. Like to get more than that. We have 16 of you here, so. Dun, 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 dun.
Discovery Bridge, although of course.
No, she wanted the Golden Gate Bridge.
You said the Discovery Bridge. That's what you said.
The Golden Gate Bridge from Discovery, and then the Golden Gate Bridge from 2009.
Okay, so you weren't joking within the joke. Okay, well then you got to vamp for a little while because it'll take me a few minutes or a few seconds.
That's
okay.
fine.
All right.
At least I'm assuming that's what she was meaning with the way it's written. I think she's trying to be silly and get us started with something funny, but you know, there's nobody who actually wants to look at the Discovery Bridge.
Well, they can force us, right? That's the thing. I mean, do you have a favorite bridge? If you were to forcibly say a favorite, no ifs or buts, a one of or are there so many mixed things that you wouldn't even
You
want
toss
to?
it between 2 of them. Yeah, either 2000, either the Wrath of Khan Bridge or the Star Trek 6 bridge. Probably Star Trek 6 would be the one I would eventually end up choosing, but I still like the I don't know how to describe it. The Wrath of Khan Bridge is just so iconically cool. All right, so here's the Golden Gate Bridge from 2009, and what do you guys think of it? I'm eager to find out. This one, I don't think we got very many close-ups of. Not sure if it's got solar panels on top or what it's got going on, but it definitely It definitely is a thing that exists in the background of a shot. So go vote on the poll. What do you think of the Golden Gate Bridge from 2009? Oi.
I mean, it's an iconic bridge. And I wonder, like,
Sure.
there's no way in hell ILM built the asset for this film. So I wonder when the original version of this asset they built, and which film or TV show it was for, and they just keep bringing it in. You know, like is it
Yeah.
not it's in Jurassic Park, but is it like an early CG one they just happen to have, or do they every like 5 years have to rebuild it just for the sake of being more up to date? You know, because you got to wonder if you're ILM and you've like everything you've ever built, are you gonna start sneaking in, you know, Kelvin timeline buildings into this franchise? Well, why wouldn't you, right? They're generic buildings. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Nobody says it did get destroyed, didn't it? Yeah, I believe it did. It got killed by the drill thing in 2009.
Mm.
Don't remember. Don't care. Um, Pretty sure it did get destroyed though. Let's see. With 18 votes, 39% D. Oh,
Wow.
that's the
Okay.
2009 D. Okay.
Now, well, in fairness, right? In fairness, Pill might just not like the Golden Gate Bridge. This might not be about its version, right? We've never polled the architectural designs that Pill like. I mean, maybe hate the Dubai Tower. Maybe hate the Empire State Building. I don't know. Maybe, right? I don't
Mhm.
know. Now, a far more detailed shot
Yeah, next up is the Discovery Bridge.
with a rather good. See if you can remember when this shot is in the show.
It's at the very end where they're debriefing everybody that the Discovery doesn't exist.
See, he knows his stuff.
But look at that. It's got the solar panels on it. It's got a nice, crisp new paint job, it looks like. It looks really good. Looks really crisp and clean. So yeah, for this one thing I think Discovery got right. They got the bridge right. And I think at Picard they screwed it up and didn't have the solar panels on it in Picard. But anyway, as far as bridges go, is this better than 2009 one? I certainly think so. I mean, look how crisp and clean that picture is. You get to see some of this Starfleet headquarters over there, I guess. Or is that we're on the headquarters side, but I'm sure there's still branches over there. I don't know. But you get to see Future City,
Well, this feels
and it
like
did look really good.
a
So
genuinely good shot. They put some work in. I'm assuming it's stock footage and they carefully tracked buildings in, but the fact that I can't retell is a good sign. Because it'd be a hard
mhm.
thing to recreate the whole structure of the whole environment, but also then everything would be perfectly on it. No, it's great. It's they do. I think they reuse this exact shot for Picard. I'm like 85% sure because it's such a nice shot and it wouldn't change that much, which is fine, right? I give it all credit.
Yeah. So looking forward to see where you guys place this one. Maybe eventually we'll get to that, talking about actual bridges, but I mean, this is an actual bridge.
And it's in Star Trek. And it's got the canon of
It's
the
true. And we got another one from another PayPal from her after this. So, all right. So, what are you guys saying? Oh, 24 votes. This one went really quick. So the Discovery era Golden Gate Bridge, with 25 votes, it's A with 44%. Damn. It's a much nicer picture, to be honest.
Really great.
Perfect. So her next PayPal, and then we'll get to the super chats, is my favorite ship, the Enterprise NX-01, and a close second, the NX-02 Columbia.
Mm.
Mhm. Yes, I don't see them there though. Let's see. 28 of you and 14 likes. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. Get those likes up. That's only half of you that would hit like.
Would you rate the NX-01 then? NXO2 really is a the equivalent of the season 4 sort of look. Because I'm guessing when they did the season 4 end of show bit, they just said, oh well, we've got the Columbia pieces, we'll just shove those on because it was a new version, right?
Yeah.
Those damn glowy pillars. Those
Yes.
joyful pillars.
Do you have an image of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the NXO1 bridge is, in my mind, a very modern military type command center setup, and I mean that's kind of the point. It has a lot of the display screens and stuff that are very not futuristic because they're just TVs, but the way it's laid out, I really like it. There's a lot of buttons and switches like everywhere on this one. Also, the chair that slides back and forth for Mayweather, which is later carried over into like Voyager. Oh,
Which you
Voyager had
never
it
can
first.
see. It's so rarely there's a shot of that under rail.
Yeah,
We forgive for not knowing it's there, but it is.
yeah. And then the situation room at the back with the table. I love that. I love that as an addition or an extension of the bridge. I wish more ships would have that. I mean, more modern ships, I guess, don't really have the need for it, but I like it. Even the Foley class has like a little holographic like thing that slides up as a strategic table. So yeah, just kind of a cool look.
And of
And
course,
also the colors are very muted and like modern and military kind of gray.
well, that's why it felt a lot better when all of a sudden the TOS color L cars come in, because it gives that wonderful pop of color that you absolutely need on this set to kind of give it the life. I mean, submarines
Yeah.
aren't meant to feel alive, right? They're metal and dreary and Blair. This is a spaceship, right? So that gives it the one above. And of course, the Easter egg I always say in this is that this bridge set is just the Defiant bridge that they redressed, which might sound ridiculous, but it's the exact same physical set. So all the walls are
I
identical.
didn't
So
even know that.
yeah, so
That's
if you ever
cool.
need to build either bridge, it's the same exact blueprint. They just tore it down but left because they like to keep the walls up, but then whatever. That's why there is that back bit on the Defiant. There is that turbo lift, but just slightly off to one
Mhm.
side, and there is all the same stuff. So it's
Hmm.
same physical space. Which must have been
Interesting.
surreal if one of the DS9 actors like directed, because they would just walk onto their sets and it's like, oh, we used to film it. Oh, it's a different ship now. Oh, I don't look at
Hmm.
that much, but yeah, an Ace One is good. It's definitely too modern. That's the irony. They probably could have done with having the screens be in the walls, a la every other Trek, and not just be monitors. Because, like you say, that dates it in an effective way. In fact, I think these were relatively new. Having this thinner screen at the time it was made, that was a new tech, so they could do it. That was a big
Mhm.
thing. But I probably still had them in the walls because then you could have made it feel a bit more futuristic. Because if you're still using the same screen technology 70 years after it was invented, because now you can have ultra thin. I don't know. That was always a charm of TNG where, yes, the monitors are quite small, shoved in the thing, but it feels like it's just a wall of display. Here they're limiting, so probably that was a mistake. But I mean, they were physical screens they could do stuff with, so you know, easier in some ways, not good in others.
Let's see, with 30, wow, 37 votes.
Mm.
A wins with 47%.
But is it as good as the Golden Gate Bridge from? I guess it is. I guess it is.
And it has to be with this logic.
Learn something new every day, Stuart. Learn something new every single day. But then the NXO 2, which has all of the modernizations and glowy, 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 glow, 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 glow. Because sci-fi.
I like the darker floor, but yeah, the light beams are just irritating. They're distracting. I would like to know their purpose, but
Oh, they're data power feeds. They're
awesome.
data feeds. They meant what they are. Just like great, cool.
Nice. They have data living in their ceiling. They have to feed him.
Well, Spot got
What?
lost, so Data had to go back in time and solve some stuff.
Uh,
Yeah.
no, not much different than the NS1 bridge. It wasn't seen a lot. And yeah, just the addition of light tubes seems like a weird thing to do, but it's definitely something that's noticeable. So little too simplistic as far as a change goes, but it's supposed to be the same ships more or less. So yeah, I can forgive it.
Yeah, I don't know
But yeah,
if Earth was in the mood to change their designs radically. The next one worked. They had to rush a second one out, which wasn't even fully finished. So, we'll keep the bridge module the same, give or take. Just now with some power feeds. Yeah. And it is just the NX-01 bridge at the time with some other stuff, but yeah, the power feeds definitely detract it from me. Like, maybe if there was one between the side consoles, so every console had a dedicated new feed, but to be in the middle of the bridge structure, and given that, like, yeah, it ain't good. It ain't good.
let's see what everybody's saying with 19 votes. Dun dun dun. NX02 bridge gets a B with 37 or 38%, 21 votes. So less than the NX01, which I think is fair.
And yes, Fusion, that's
Even
what I
though,
said. So
even
similar,
though it's like
but
the
not.
new. Whoa.
So
All
everything's
of a sudden,
popping
like
for you.
15 million things just populated while I was resizing something, and
Yeah, that was
it
about
sent
2 minutes ago, but that's okay.
Holy fuck. Yeah.
And yes, Dan, the first time those power consoles were created for was the E squared version of the ship. And then obviously, just like with yes, as Enterprise, they changed the side consoles to Enterprise D, which means those pieces were available in creators, so they could then bring them in as needed for alternate versions of the bridge and sort of like tweak some things. So there were pieces they could use, so they obviously brought them in. And it was a potential.
All right. So I guess we are going to pay our super chats now. Just going to reorganize that. Okay. So ISFJ 1009, $2. I'll go first. USS Voyager Bridge.
And we do like
see.
the Voyager.
No, we like Voyager. I hate when people call it the Voyager.
Well, you know, people are silly. People are silly.
Oh no, it makes sense, like the Enterprise, but something about the Voyager always just rubbed me the wrong way. Just call it Voyager.
And the amount of times I have to, well, I'm getting more used to not doing it, but the amount of times I have to check myself into, because no one in the universe calls it. They would say we're going to Enterprise. Well, we're going to. If we say, oh, how's fine. That in conversation you would say you would call something just Voyager. You wouldn't say the Voyager in most situations. Even though I found several that were the opposite, but
yeah,
I think it's repetitive. You keep saying it.
Voyager. Now I like Voyager's unique kind of design. The captain and first officer chair where they are. Again, you've got Tom Paris on a slide with the helm, which is really neat. The layout of the bridge feels way different than most other bridges, even though it's pretty much the same. Something about it feels more squashed. It doesn't feel round. And the side consoles as well that are kind of in the wall, which is kind of reminiscent of the refit with the weapon station. But yeah, I mean, standing stations, but with chairs as well. There's some interesting ideas that they did with this one, and I think the rear wall with the big MSD and stuff is really a nice touch. The turbo lifts, the thing to the briefing room, and then the thing to Janeway's ready room, and then there's a hallway that I think goes to another turbo lift, if I'm not mistaken. But there's some interesting vibes that this one has, as even lighting wise. It feels a little bit more subdued, feels a little bit like a little bit darker most of the time, and I think it kind of works. I really like the captain's chair just kind of sitting in like that, you know, kind of bench style almost. But yeah, I do like Voyager Bridge.
I mean, with efficiencies notwithstanding, it's the only original feeling bridge among TNG,
Yeah.
DS9. I want to get to DS9 Voyager. Those are actually new designs, right? NX-01 is just a redo of the Defiant, and the E is just sort of is amalgamation of everything else, right? It feels more familiar. This is a new design. It has, like I said, two middle chairs, one helm, more more levels because they had to make Paris
Mm-hmm.
go down notably. So there's more dimensionality, gives a much more interesting flow. and if you fully man it, you have a lot of people because there's obviously a console right behind the captain as well for depth, which becomes Seven's console, the great MSD. A lot of crystal glass shard things that are see-through just for depth. They don't light; they're just there. Sure, and a really hard set to light because it's a lot of blue. It's a lot of, and if you look at the ceiling, I mean, Adrian knows so many layers of lights, and they're not all just 100% because they just be blown out white. So they're all variations of mildly lit, little bit lit, big lit, not lit. It's it's crazy. It's a really original bridge, and there's a lot of even plating. You know, when we did our remaster, which was a big step up, all the little details got included. There's so many details underneath Tuvok's chair that I spent easily 6 hours, 4, 5, 6 hours scrolling through screen caps to find any version to help Adrian like find the reverse of something. Often there's like a stunt on Tuvok station or nearby, then the camera doesn't, you know, because normally it's the same angles always, right? So you need to find the off angles. Luckily, when we do looking for screen caps for one specific thing, obviously you can ignore every episode that doesn't have Tuvok, every episode that's on the shoulder. Like you can ignore episodes very quickly, but boy, it's a hard set to build properly, and a lot of small details, and a lot of hidden lights as well. It's complicated.
Yeah.
It's great.
But it's one of the my more favorite bridges that I'd want to be in command of, like in command on, I guess.
Well, it feels like a more, not militaristic, but a harder edged, more angled, sleeker version of the D bridge. Whereas that's curved and beautiful. This is not curved, and silvers and blues. It feels way more advanced and less comfortable. But yeah,
Harrison Wells puts in $2 and it's 021 S tier, and yes, it did. S tier went to 37%. So I'd put it at B. My apologies.
Oh, I thought you'd said it was B because
I thought it was too. I should put I don't know. It's fine. It's fixed.
Wow, I disagree with that strongly.
I know.
I
35
mean,
votes.
In fairness, it was very close, 37 to 33. Wow, that's one of the best bridges in Trek.
Unless it had one B, and I didn't hit end poll, which I don't do sometimes, and this people voted. Anyway, regardless,
that might have happened. Well, there you go. That's mad.
But 36 people voted on Voyager's bridge, and 61% think it's S tier, and A is 33%. So
wow.
still,
so 94% think it's in the toppest of tiers.
Yeah.
Very nice.
100%.
Good, good, good. Love it.
Then we got Olivia again with $5. Fine. The bridge on the captain, the one in Generations that killed Kirk. Well, it killed Kirk, and it's only a rickety little metal bridge with a chain railing. Like, it's not that awesome.
But it's not the most
who
famous
built that?
bridge
Who
ever.
built that there? I guess, sure.
I still can't believe they made that the end of that film. It's so tone deaf beyond belief. Like, it's such an Ats Kurtzer move. You know, he would think, let's have our hero killed on a random planet. Like, it's that level of stupid. And that says something.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah. He had to go from the Nexus and pilot the Enterprise D. He had to be the one to take it down and save the crew. So then he can die on the bridge of the Enterprise, or his Enterprise, but he saves the Enterprise crew. That's. It writes itself, Stuart. It writes itself.
Look at there's the bridge, man. Yeah, so you guys get to vote on the bridge that killed Kirk because of Olivia. I'm just gonna rotate it because that feels kind of weird. Yeah.
All right, if you want to read out the poll, Stuart.
No, God. How would you rate the bridge that killed Jimmy T. Kirk? Oh, only S and F. Wow. didn't want it cluttering up and being like,
I
let's
didn't.
see.
No, I didn't want to clear. I wanted to clear win or lose here. You know, democracy. See, this is democracy, right? Forcing two choices that are the extremes. Democracy.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I will also say, guys, I'm not pandering, but you are welcome to include the Section 31 bridge of the scout ship and the Athena bridge, because people might like them, right? And if we're ranking them against this bridge, then maybe they have a shot. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Look, you can see Kirk under there too.
Or Kirk stand up at least.
Or CGI Kirk. Don't know. Bucket list vlog just yells stop for some reason. Stop what? All right. 29 votes. F wins 86%.
That is fair. That is fair.
I think it is indeed fair.
Hey, Johnny.
All right, moving along, we've got Sassy Guru 2005 euros. Not technically a bridge, but DS9 ops.
It's a command center.
Yeah, that counts.
That's the Star Trek 3 bridge. Klingon bridge.
I know. I'm just grabbing shit that doesn't look Starfleet. I don't see it here then. No.
But it's here on my machine.
Not here on mine. You can throw it in if you want. Yeah. Interesting thing with this is that I always assumed that they would switch to like LCARS displays or panels or replace them. They never did. They kept the Cardassian look and vibe, and I think I don't know how smart of a choice that was. It would have been nice to see over the course of the show them slowly be replaced, like have some LCARS beside some Cardassian panels, and then but 2 seasons later, that one Cardassian panel's been replaced. That would have been interesting to see. Don't know if it's a heritage thing, like heritage building. They want to keep it the way it was, because you'd have to learn Cardassian essentially, the control layouts and stuff. But yes, being a command center, having the gulls or the person in charge office right there. Also transporter pads. Do they have transporter pads? I think they have transporter pads on the
right at the turbo lift. It's a pretty
Yeah,
fully featured thing.
Yeah, and then the open turbo lift idea, and then the pit, the pits for like repairing stuff. It's very user friendly because everything's kind of there, I guess. Utilitarian. I don't know how to describe it.
No, it's a good word.
Yeah. The color palette's interesting. The shapes are interesting. I hate the little view screen that they got though. That little oval view screen thing. They should have upgraded that. Get a big like 100-inch plasma TV in there, something. But other than that, yeah, I think it's just interesting to see an alien-styled command center being used by Starfleet. So,
yeah, one thing DS9 did very well from early on is they built really nicely designed sets that were a lot of the time lit by the sets for real, which often Trek sets weren't. So it gave a bit more shadow and darkness because you were allowed to have more shadow because you were just letting the set be true to life. Yes, you'd add fill lights, but it was just lighting itself. Promenade hasn't got these big out of wall lights. It's being lit by the lights in the ceiling and then small lights around the various kiosks. So this is a very lived in real set. What I find interesting about this set is that even looking at this now, and I do apologize, Adrian, when we eventually build this, I'm sorry, it's a fiddly set. Because you can see how fiddly this is, right? There's so much little nonsense.
I wouldn't want to build it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, he will have to someday, but I'm sorry in advance. But it's I think you'd be hard pressed to know the set from watching the show because they do so much of the episodes in close-ups. I don't know if you would agree with that, but I feel like I know the middle bit and the door so much and the turbo lift, but not a lot of the other bits. that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. They don't really do a lot of looking around. I mean, they do occasionally when Goldie Cott comes on board. They're like looking at one side you never really get to see.
Yeah.
He kind of walks around, but yeah, you're right. There's a lot of static shots.
You can certainly see the whole set if you watch the entire show, but it's a they almost didn't feel proud of it in a way, like showing every aspect. Because it's a full 360 set. It's not like the TARDIS in Doctor Who where it's missing an entire wall. Partially that's because the Adrian's face. Well, yes, but how cool it to be to see, right? Right? Look, you've already done one door. Oh, his face.
Good luck, Adrian. Good luck.
It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be great. I think it's a really good set, but I think but you gotta take away the framework of it's a mining colony. It's a low rent mining colony facility where
Yeah,
it's functional, but it works. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Just doesn't have the same life factor that other bridges have, because while they spent a lot of time there, it was never as a hero set, truly, like the bridge, because they're always doing things, right?
Mhm.
Well,
Adrian says couldn't be much harder than the promenade.
yeah, I was thinking that. I don't just want to say that, but yeah, it's that one's a bit, yeah, that reprimand,
Let's see
man, it's crazy.
what everybody's saying with 44 votes. Damn, 43% say S tier,
Okay,
A tier
yep,
31%, B tier 16%, C 19. I love that gradient. Like it's just like,
that almost never happens, yeah,
yeah, it's almost perfect.
because
All
that's what I mean.
right.
When eventually me and Adrian build it together, you've never seen a set in anamorphic widescreen, the movie aspect ratio, and often none of these sets are built for that until the E, right? But I love doing TOS in those aspect ratios because it's a box room, but when you're doing it as that, but when it holds up, right? Like the D looks fantastic in anamorphic,
Yeah.
it really does. So it'll be interesting to see how
Yeah.
it feels because I do not have any idea.
And yeah, Adrian, I heard that too. When we build it, he's building it.
I got to do all the texturing.
Sam is just gonna pick it apart and say this is wrong, 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 this is wrong. This
Yeah,
is how this should be.
yeah.
So he's
No,
not helping.
I
He's just being a pain in the ass.
but then I got to texture it and break it down and do all the stuff. It's a significant amount of work as well.
Okay,
Adrian's
okay,
is
okay,
harder. Mine, I'd say, is more nuanced because I got to get
okay.
lighting
Sure.
finalized.
Yeah.
But this is definitely harder because to
His
start
is just the
from
grunt work. Here's just the good work, right?
no, not grunt, expert
Okay.
work. Um,
Perfect.
you know, yeah. Well, it's the exact thing. It's a house versus it's building a house versus painting a house. Both absolutely crucial, like doing the internal painting, right? Both are crucial, but yeah, super different.
Yeah. Sasaguru 2005 euros. One of my favorites. Enterprise F Bridge.
Hmm.
No, not from Picard, but from STO.
Yeah, I held that one back because there it is.
Uh, oh, good God. Yes, the cathedrals that are the Star Trek Online bridges. Oversized. This is flashy as hell. Bleh.
Now I've left out S and F. If anyone would like me to re-roll for F, put in $2. Now continue, Stuart.
Yeah. It's hard to tell with the STO bridges, honestly, because of the scaling is so preposterous. I don't mind the color scheme. I kind of like the red. It kind of pops a little bit. Striping's interesting. The curved console at the back that kind of faces backwards. Interesting choice. I don't know if I've ever really looked at this bridge. Um, it's trying to emulate some of the Enterprise D, I think, with on the side there with those panels, the wall panels, and ugh, it's just not great. It looks like a lounge or a restaurant. So that's my take.
It's not good.
You know,
It's just not good. It's not good. Like I know, just like with the Ebon Hawk with the Old Republic, right? If you've served on the ship and you love it, fair enough. But this makes Discovery Bridge look good, and I'm not joking. Right? The fact that there's a jog required to go from the captain's chair to helm. I
The
mean,
basketball. And that's cool.
it's embarrassing even as a starbase bridge because it's wasting all of the space. Because like the Option DS9 is a big set, but it's crammed full of stuff. This is a big set and everything's wasted. It's an absurd set, and I think it's I think it's pretty terrible. Like maybe you could shrink it to the correct sizing, but even so, it does nothing for me, and it's just off. It's embarrassingly big. So like I said, if anyone wants me to make it add an F option, do let me know. But I would put this probably as an F personally, especially for an Enterprise bridge. The E to this is like, wow, that is a downgrade.
With 38 votes and nobody putting in $2 for an F tier option, A wins with 54%. It's not even close. B, C, and D are all tied at 15%.
A? One of the best
Canadian
bridges in
now?
Star Trek?
We don't, it's not our say, man. It's what they say. You're going to give Sam a stroke, guys.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
And Derek says, I voted C, just kind of meh. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Shea Locomotive Productions, $5. Excelsior Bridge.
Ooh, now.
Which one?
We tend to go the first iteration, so the NX
Yeah.
should be there.
That is this one. Pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hard to tell, but some of them.
I mean, you're in a film with it, Stuart. You know.
Oh yeah, obviously I got to get on the set and everything. It was awesome to see that bridge in person. That would make it a much different experience, now wouldn't it? Anyway, yeah. So the NX 2000 bridge, very callbacky to TOS with its multicolored displays, and the chairs are weird. They kind of have built-in like restraints, I guess. Yeah, trying to do the Enterprise D thing with the separate consoles in the front instead of having one integrated helm as well, which is interesting. But yeah, the multicolored displays, the things by the door with the alert status. It's interesting. And the light up bases on the captain's chair, I think every chair had them,
Yeah, they're all
honestly.
identical chairs, as odd as that
Yeah.
sounds.
But I mean, the only ship that requires a swagger stick to actually like it's like a key that gets everything going. If you don't have that swagger stick, you're not going anywhere. So that's kind of cool. Just saying.
And if you want to mention the alert panels that inspired you,
Well, yeah, the alert things by the door are really kind of interesting. They're kind of garish, and they shouldn't necessarily always be there, but it's an interesting look and feel, and I kind of might have used some of that inspiration. So
I know because I had to put text on them.
God damn it!
I had to do the yeah.
I'm
Because I have
sorry
a
you had to do
close up.
stuff. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, that's my take.
Yeah, I have a soft spot for this. I've always liked it in general because it does feel that chic sci-fi future version. I mean, especially compared to the Star Trek 2 bridge, which is all about rustic old details. It's just got plating, like it's detailed and rustic. This is clean, sleek, bright. The fact the displays are the entire walls. There's nothing between them. Like it's so advanced looking in comparison. It does feel like a next generation. But of course, when they went to Star Trek's, 3, 4, 5, 6, they had to reuse the Enterprise bridge. They couldn't change it enough to be more advanced. There's no real iteration on ship except I guess the end of 4's bridge, which is again sort of sleek but more familiar. This is a proper like whoa, but it's too sleek looking because it's underbaked, right? And I'm sure if we were to have stepped on the set, it would be embarrassing, like how only looks good through the angles and how every chair wobbles and you know. It's ambitious. They built a whole new bridge for a very short amount of the film, but like you needed it, and I have a soft spot for it. And I hope to use it again. I went out of my way to do some animations with it for my last big film, and I'm really proud I did because that was a good 3, 4, 5 days of work. But I'm really happy I did because it's cool to include it.
Well, currently on a three-way tie.
Oh,
B, C, and D. Oh, B just pulled forward
wow.
with 41 votes. I'm going to call it there because
Yeah, interesting.
41 votes. B wins with 29%, so barely.
It looks
C and D are 27.
far too boring and basic.
Yeah, I know.
This looks boring and basic, but it was the sleekest phone at the time. This looks boring and basic. You know, it's a style where minimalism looks nice. Versus all the greebling of just adding shit to the walls. I know what you mean, but it's meant to be that.
All right, Sergeant Montgomery, $5. NCC 1701. Nobody A, B, C, D, E.
Oh, nice.
No, nobody A or D or F or G or J. Missed the E on there, but that's okay. So you want the cage one or do you want the TOS
Go
one?
with cage. Yeah. Tend to start with the first one, so.
Well, considering he quoted relics,
Okay.
I think we should do so the TOS one. You know, there it is. What can be said? Amazing design. Some of the colors are a little garish, I guess, but I don't mind that, if I'm honest. Gotta show off those new color TVs and all. But I love the black instruments, the way that they're kind of in a U shape to be ergonomically friendly to the user. All the displays, which classic just flashing lights mean something, but I love that. I think it looks really great. Even the upper things, if they're not wrinkled. Interesting choices to put. It's like artwork almost on the walls. Like, I really like that planet painting. Let's put that on the bridge. But are still functional and are used occasionally. I wish there had more technical aspects to them most of the time, but yeah, it's a TOS bridge, man. You can't go wrong with it. The captain's chair is super, super interesting and lots going on. I love that. The offset turbo lift, I mean, take that for what you will. It's for framing on the show, but is it offset in the ship? I'd like to think not, but at the same time, Franz Joseph said yes, so mine's offset on my model, and it's stupid. It shouldn't be, but it is. But overall, I love the TOS one. If it's a shame that this is the only one that really people really do any fan film work on. I mean, it's changed now with the new production Farragut Forward, but this is the most simplest and easiest to build, and I think the one that's in most people's hearts growing up that really, you know, it's the easiest one to build. You try building Enterprise D bridge, you're going to have problems. Put it that way.
Yeah, I mean that bridge cost like 1.2 million to build, with a full production team over several months, and these bridges still cost tens of thousands to reproduce, but at least of man hours and such. But it was still, you know, blessing to see it rebuilt. Yeah, I mean, obviously this is. Is there another bridge in all of Star Trek that was designed to be so practical and logical? Right? Because the Enterprise D was aesthetics with future thinking. The E is about design for cinemascope, not for practicality. The Voyager is, I guess, a mix of everything, but the fact that Janeway can't see all the screens is easily, you know, there's practicalities. Whereas here, it's so well designed because Matt Jeffries thought from ground up how to make a truly working, logical bridge. The fact that still, the only caveat being I would say the amount of wasted black space on the consoles between the but then also like if you've got this full turned array of buttons, what you don't necessarily need stuff in between because it's just
Nope.
like you don't. It feels empty, but that's because it's painted
Stranger
wood,
Worlds,
right?
Stranger Worlds tries to fix that because they put other stuff on there
Yeah.
between the consoles.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is needed.
No, needed's the wrong
So.
word, right? It only stands out here a little bit. But no, I mean it's the most well designed because he designed it from the ground up to be functional from every perspective, and it is. No other bridge is comparable, right? And it's a joy to walk around it, and I love the red, the accenting red. I love the undercolors that are there for no particular reason except add depth, and they're fantastic. The upper colors is great. Yes, the screens could be bigger, but if they were too big, you'd have these black voids. So having the blue gives depth. You know, yeah, it's superb.
It's S tier for a reason. That's what you're saying.
Because it's practical.
Because
People, you know, as has been reported many a time, the real military and the real governments of America have used this as inspiration, and there's a great comparison between this and one of their actual command center bridges, and it is extremely similar because it was a good design by a war veteran who was a designer. No shit.
And with 40 votes, 73% say S tier.
I'll admit I was tempted to just put S and A, but I wanted to give Democracy a chance. But yeah, for me, this compared to the NX-01 bridge is like night and day. NX-1 is good, but this is just, yeah, insane.
Righty. Shea Locomotive Productions, $2. S option for Enterprise F, STO.
And Bucket says, well, Star Trek 6's bridge is the best for practicality. What makes you say that? Versus the TOS one. I mean, also not you, I just mean him. That was double for style. Sorry, what one was called out?
Shea Locomotive Productions wants an S tier option for Star Enterprise F.
Alright, reroll.
Yes. Got a few more super chats, then we'll jump back to PayPal, see what's there.
Alright, we'll give you guys 2 minutes to vote on this. And Adrian's putting for the Prometheus Bridge, our Equinox, which we have also built. And would you say we had fun, Adrian, pointing out all the differences?
And... you still didn't put an S tier option.
Well, no, because he's rerolling for the... Oh, wait. I thought he said for F. Oh, sorry.
No, he wanted an S tier option.
Sorry, I reread. Sorry, I S? Jesus Christ. That's just pissed me off, isn't it? Sorry, I thought it was going with my joke, not trying to do weird things. Oh no.
Let's see what we got going here. 46 people here, 44 likes. Hit that like button, guys, and don't forget to vote on the poll. Oh, I would have given.
Well, it's either stay where it is or upgrade, right?
Yeah, I know.
Adrian, yes, yeah, it's super interesting because the cheat about the Prometheus and Equinox is that they built Equinox first, and the bridge is so hard to see, although there are various frames you can see the bridge. But in Prometheus, there's a great couple of shots where they tour the bridge, and it's the same. They change so much, but they keep stuff you barely use. And given that you can see the outline of shapes if you do some color grading, color correction in Equinox to show like the view screen, which you cannot see in Equinox, it's too dark, is identical pieces. So by just building Prometheus reference as Equinox, it is the same. Same with the ceiling. You can never see it in Equinox, but you can Prometheus, or one of those two ways around. So by mathing between the two, you can actually create both authentically, which is what we did, and I'm very proud of that because every small element adds up for detail, and knowing what they changed and didn't change is all important. It's fun stuff, and I love Adrian because he actually like you know how sometimes in Trek like panels LCARs are like lines that's inbuilt in the LCARs that are like hard lines, and he builds them for real, so I don't have to try and texture them. They just are lines. Like, yes, so much easier because then you get perfect crisp lines because they're real lines, not a texture where you have limited resolution. It's like, yes, I need all those little lines cut out. They're annoying. especially it's like dot dot line dot dot. It's like yes, but I need it. I need it. Ah.
All right, with 32 votes, S wins with 69%. Oh, embarrassing. Let's see. Sessy Guru throws in €5 and says all you need to do to the F bridge is scale it down to decompensate for gameplay. Anyway, yeah, I'll read that next part when we get to it. I just wanted to address the Enterprise F bridge here. So still not as good as any of the other ones in S, but whatever.
It's an F.
Even scaled down.
It's an F for me. I mean, that's.
Let's see. Shea Locomotive Productions, $5. Excelsior from Star Trek 6.
Mm-hmm. Which is just the A, but a little bit different.
This one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's no Enterprise F bridge, right?
It's much worse than that, yeah. No, I like the big MSD at the back. The stations all look very sleek and smooth, which is awesome. Although the thing with this bridge and the Star Trek 6 bridge is I don't know why the turbolifts are at the side of the bridge. The Excelsior doesn't bother me so much. The Enterprise, it's a little bit odd, but interesting chairs as well, from the captain's chairs to the other ones. I mean, they all look comfortable. They look interesting. They're very reminiscent, the other ones, of the TOS chairs in shape a little bit. So, remember, the captain's chair looks super comfy to be in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Big upgrade from its NX days.
Yeah, I mean, Adrian, you've built this as well, kind of. Any thoughts on this one? Because we've done a few things. This one's a tricky one because it is the A bridge, but a little bit different. It's both daft and cool having the teacup resting zone, but it's a nice difference. I've always liked the back zone. I don't know if it plays much of a practical purpose, having a little cutout, but I like having doors on the bridge that go somewhere else. It gives you more of a story to the bridge versus being this enclosed space. And it's the first bridge with the MSD behind.
Chronology?
Yeah. I think
Probably,
so.
sure.
Yeah, so that's a big testament. And I love how, as again Adrian knows, once you build, hey Darth, once you build those chairs, so many sets. Use those chairs. Even the relativity. Jesus, which means they're on the Voyager bridge. They're everywhere. The side chairs, and they are giant. Those bottom circle bits, they're like weights. They're huge. Yeah, no, it's a great bridge. I really like it. I love the depth. It's so classically TOS, but bigger. I don't want to say sleeker, but as soon as you have pillars with holes in that serve no purpose at all, you're not as sleek. Right, that definitely takes away from me because they're cool over function, but I do love the light beam pillars. Yeah.
That's what you guys are saying. 44 votes. S wins with 50%. Second place is tied. A and C, 23%.
Although, as I say, it's no Enterprise F bridge.
I was going to be right beside it.
I think it probably should be a B then in comparison.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian again, $5. USS Prometheus, aka the Equinox Bridge. Do we have that here?
Prometheus, the white, clean, sterile bridge.
This one?
Yes.
Smaller bridge for a smaller ship. And having that captain's chair raised up like that is just, it feels odd to me, but So Prometheus or Equinox, or aka Equinox, what is this same bridge for both?
No, they are very different. It's just the same basic. Oh well, no, it's just one. But it's
This is the Prometheus one here.
yeah, that's yeah.
With the engineering with the helm pit.
Mhm.
They're down in a pit.
Yeah, I like this bridge because it's a really bright, clean bridge. It is sterile, as I say, as if they haven't done the paint scheme of the NCC. That they're going to do
Yeah.
something with the NCC because always there's some color. And yeah, the normally with the other such bridges, you would have a other splits when it comes to the steps down. So to have the captain on the outer
Mhm.
height does look odd because now there's a huge amount of space between them and the helm, which is on the lowest tier. Whereas normally it would not be arranged that way. There'd be like one step down or in the middle. But there's such a breadth between them that it feels like a giant chasm. But really, they're just on the top level. But I quite like the helm thing, which is the Equinox, like I say. And I believe was it Adrian. It's like lower. There's less of a there's something about the helm they've changed. And they just shove these side light panels to the edges just to give something different. And also now there's these pillars with lines in that come from Equinox, but they kind of stand out here as well because you see a shot in Prometheus where you see through one, I believe, when and Annie Dick is pressing a button, and you're like, why are there grills and a pillar? Yeah, but that's the most advanced ship ever until Picard. So that's the look of a warship, but it is minimalist. It is minimalist.
Let's see what you guys are saying. Damn. 39 votes. S wins barely with 36%. C is at 29%. We'll put that up at S. Perfect.
I mean, I wouldn't agree, but that's great.
Sheila Mod Productions, $5. Defiant Mirror Darkly. Ah, yes. Beautiful bridge. Only real difference between it and the Enterprise is that the railings are actually just rounded. They're not like segmented. Yeah, looks fantastic. It's the classic TOS style bridge, but modernized up enough. I think it looks fantastic as is. The lighting's great. Yeah, absolutely, in my opinion, S tier. Shame we couldn't see more of it for longer.
Yeah, I remember I actually watched a thing with Doug the other day. Just happened to see. Yeah, they changed the which no one notices. That's how subtle it is. The handrails are curved, which looks beautiful. And in fact, I think when we modeled this, we did both, just because it's such a small difference, but it does change something. And the blue on the console, the top ones, they're curved in a way the 2S wasn't. So everything's slightly smoothed out. So it gives a slightly more clean look. 'Cause in TOS, it was hard lines because wood, this was whatever. And then Doug was saying how in Trials and Tribulations, when they built the consoles, the black part of the console, they just had this between the display and the tappy portion because it was a lot easier. But in Doom Darkly, they're actually able to do the full curve, so it blends in, and that's a lot more work because every part has to be curves are more difficult. But that's the thing, light hits differently with those, and so that's part of why it all feels so authentic because it was done to the full level. So yeah, I mean this is it is gorgeous, and it does set a dangerous precedent to how dark a bridge can be because it's so unfunctional. I know they've just turned it on a little bit, but it's so unfunctional feeling. But I think what they've done in this partially is that they've not taken into account the fact that in TOS they have these giant lights lighting the scene, because while you can see they're being top lit, it's not overbearing, so it's being lit by the room, which means it's dark. Because you can't light TOS from the room itself. There's no ceiling lights. There's rim lights, but they don't actually light the set because otherwise the set will have blue, sharp lights. It's a set you can only light by cheating because there's no physical lights in the set. It's fundamentally annoying because and actually you need, if you watch TOS, there's always like 2 or 3 shadows at any given time because they're just lighting it from anywhere and it changes per scene. I remember I was doing reference once with Shatner, and they did a wide and mid and a close, and every single shot of him, the shadows were in radically different spots because they were modifying it to look best for the angle. And it's like, that is not the shadows from the mid. Not at all. But it's okay. It's artistic, right? Artistic.
Let's see what you guys are saying. 34 votes. The Defiant Bridge wins with 76%. With wins. S. Oh my god. S. 76%.
Because like hell I was even going to give people a D for that. No one had the choice for D. No. Wow, there's not a lot of not S's, Stuart.
This is the opposite of yesterday where it was all F's.
Yes.
Sausage with 2005 euros. All you need to do to the F bridge. I read that one. And it says, anyways, the Delta Flyer cockpit.
Oh, yes. Technically a bridge, yes.
Well,
no,
yes
technically a
and no.
cockpit, but yeah, I kind of have a version of this, but it's not to my standards. That might be a build at some point. But it's such a small set. It really is. It is not a. It is a bit crammed.
Somebody asks, where does the commander sit on the Prometheus bridge? On one of the other bridges of one of the other ships. He gets his own command chair on one of the other segments. Ah, yes, the Delta Flyer cockpit. Not really a bridge per se, but a functional working space. Interesting the way they have this tiered, like the 2 consoles with the ramp going down to the cockpit area, and then of course Tom Paris having his like very tactile controls, as per like Captain Proton, and then the thing at the back as well. Like it's interesting. It's almost like a feels like a office complex a little bit with like different cubicles spaced out.
I was sorry. I was wondering where you were going there, and then he sold me on that by the end. I was like, what? Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it a bridge per se, but I guess we'll cover it. It's fine.
Well, neither's ops. It's
More of a bridge layout than this is, though. Being circular and, just saying.
Yeah, I really like the set. It's a
And Schmo Buddy, yes, we know there are PayPals. I just want to clear these out first.
Yeah, we love the guys' support. We definitely need it this month, being December, and we really want to compare these. That's a lot of the fun. Although, yeah, you guys just seem to be loving them, so not a lot of comparison if you guys loving everything, which is a yay for Trek. But also, if you love everything, then what's a dislike? We've never had a live where everything is, A or higher, pretty much. That would be No, it's great. I really like this bridge, this set. It doesn't fit in the ship, of course, but that's okay. And a lot of consoles. I mean, this is a good example of like there's so much going on. Yeah, we've been fun to see this being built because it's a fresh set, and this would be quite expensive to build a brand new thing, and with the depth, yeah, it's cool. A lot of curves.
Let's see, what are you guys saying? Ooh, oh, there was a clear winner for a second. 41 votes. A wins with 37%. I'm going to call it. It was almost an S.
Okay.
But yeah, I was shuffling between A and S for a while there.
Interesting.
Joe Brown says with $2, do a members only ranking, then compare results. Don't know if we can do a members only poll. But we got Chris Parn. I'm just gonna give up on the super chats because they keep coming in. I'm gonna put on a PayPal.
Brilliant.
Ugh.
We love it, guys. It's important. We have many a PayPal.
So let's see.
Give us some C's.
We got Matthew with 2 cramped bridges, USS Sutherland.
Yep.
Done where Data was acting captain. And the USS Defiant.
which I saved because that is not gonna you're not gonna remember which one that was unless I kept it back. So here it is. The server. There we go. And now I've lost it. Where is it?
I don't know.
I did get it. I have to get it again. I'm very confused. Oh, as on a tab, not downloaded. All right, Sutherland. Now this is a weird one because, well, it's hard to know what it looks like in the show per se. When you see it, you'll be like, oh, it's just kind of a room, isn't it? It's like, yep. Yes.
This feels like auxiliary control or a battle bridge. Does not feel like a bridge. Yeah, it's one of those things. I don't know why they just didn't repurpose the Enterprise D bridge for this kind of stuff. Even the Odyssey, the other Galaxy class we see later, is very different.
Well, that's after the D bridge was not available. So that's fair.
Sure.
They're not going to recreate the D bridge like one day, like 1 month after Generations, just for that, are they? So, but it existed here, of course.
Yeah. I don't know. This feels like a much smaller vessel's bridge. Doesn't feel like, or like an operations center. It doesn't feel like a bridge. And you can see like there's side consoles that feel almost like science stations as opposed to anything else. The other two standing consoles could be helm and stuff, but again, they're not really oriented right. Plus, you don't have your helm officer sitting down. Like they're supposed to be at their station like at all times. So this is an odd one for sure.
It's a good way of saying it. And once again, Adrian, you've done so many bridges. Could you build this in like a weekend or less? You know, because of how simple this is. Because it ain't complicated. It ain't complicated. Yeah. I mean, I was trying to think. This is not a standing bridge set, of course, right? This isn't Excelsior Reader. It's nothing. So is this just some wall flats they grabbed? You know, what is this set, right? That they filmed on with Brent and Data, because it's such a it's a room. It's a room they added stuff to, but none of it was impressive. This is a Nebula class.
Yeah, I know.
A Nebula class. God damn.
Maybe this is the control room up in the sensor pod. Because they're using the sensor pod for the scanning for
Imagine they told Data the
Romulans.
bridge was closed because they're a bit mean to him. They made him go
Because
to
they're racist.
yeah, the auxiliary control of the pod.
No androids on the bridge. We got to take them down to auxiliary control.
And Adrian says yes. Yes,
Wow.
it's embarrassing. I mean, it's nice they did a bridge, but yeah, like do Ratha Khan. Just change the colors on the Enterprise D bridge. Just have some blue light shining. You know, some green lights. It's fine. Ah, goodness. But I am shocked by the results in the poll, guys.
Me too, but there's 40 people voted, so.
Goodness.
B wins with 55%. It's not even really close between that and the second place.
You guys are so positive.
It's sickening.
I was thinking along those lines when you said it.
Ew, I hate this. Would you like some more?
No,
yes,
actually.
Well, we do them. We do lives like every day, pretty much. So, yes, we keep coming back for the.
I meant for this bridge design, but yeah.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, his next one, of course, was the Defiant, which we will bring in here.
I mean, it's not Enterprise F, but still good.
Right. Much smaller warship style vibe to it. Cozy.
You know what's stupid about this bridge that I really like a lot?
What?
The fact there's a carpet that tours around the bridge and it goes into all the corridors.
I was thinking that, and after I said what, I was going to say that.
It's just great. I just love the fact that it's just you have to take a tour around the set and just walk around. It's great. It's great. Although I will say, I think Adrian built this as one of the earliest things. The view screen is way too small, and it doesn't
I
have
was
any.
just gonna say that too. I was just about to say it when you cut me off.
It's too small and doesn't pop enough. I've done a few things with it, and it
Yeah.
just has no real oomph. But I guess you sort of force yourself into that position if you like keep shrinking the amount of set you have to work with. Yeah.
Glad they got rid of their holographic thing at the back of the bridge. These are for what, 2 episodes?
Yes. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's an interesting smaller style bridge, but kind of bright and cheery still. It's got a nice look to it. So
Yeah, I mean it's such a good design, and it is quite TOS in that you can truly see everything. I've always liked Cisco's little consoles on the side. I love those.
yeah,
Far
those are
better than
cool.
the first version, which was these little poles. I mean, I get it was literally like day one of construction, but I was like, yeah. No, it's great. It's a great bridge with very odd shaped L cars. They're all angles, which suck to texture because they're
Mhm.
angles. Annoying.
And they even have schematics of the wrong ship for I think all of it's run. I don't think they ever got fixed, some of them.
Yeah. I also love the sound effect at the door, opening and closing. It's a really good door sound effect, at least in my brain.
Mm.
I like it.
Well, it's ended there with 38
Oh,
votes. S wins with 50%.
okay.
A was 45%,
Okay.
which again is close.
There you
A
go.
was winning for a time.
Wow, 95% top tier, 0C, 5% B. So that is like two people thought, it's only a B. Everyone else thought much higher. Wonderful.
Yep.
Cool.
So we do have another PayPal, which we'll get to in just a second here. I'm just reorganizing these a little bit. All right, another PayPal. We have. Dun, dun, dun. Classic Frill also wants the bridge the Romulans blew up in this Strange New World Season 2 episode tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow.
Oh god, that's a deep cut. I really had to think about that for a second.
Huh?
Do you remember this iconic bridge they blew up?
No?
Which episode was tomorrow?
While you're looking at that, we'll get to his next one.
Yeah.
Classic Frill wants the bridge of the U.S. Enterprise from Star Trek for the voyage home. Nobody A, B, C. Nobody A, B, or 1701 at all. There is the Enterprise, not A, in 4, even though we don't see that ship's bridge, I don't think. I don't remember. Maybe we do after all. Yes, you do see this bridge in Star Trek 4, which is a great bridge because it's the Star Trek 2 bridge, just repainted white
If you want to be
with some
interesting, if you want
transwarp.
to be interesting technical, it's the Yorktown Bridge because this was the same day it was recommissioned, and they took it,
Well,
and then as soon as it became Enterprise for more than a day, it got shifted again. Very minute point, but obviously it was Yorktown, like of this class, of this
there's
version.
three theories as to where the Enterprise A came from. One is the
Mm,
Yorktown.
mm.
So, yeah,
Oh, I thought it was
that's all.
yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah. Anywho's, yeah, I really like this bridge. This is a one that really speaks to me for some reason. The bright white looks really good. The new out colors look good. Like it's got transwarp stuff on them behind at the back there. You can't really see them, but they're designed by Michael and Denise Okuda. It's one of the things that they did on set. And the floor is a little bubbly. They put down this adhesive like textured flooring, which didn't lay quite right. But and it's funny if you pan the camera just to the right towards the view screen, you'd see scorch marks and shit all over the bridge because it was the Star Trek 2 bridge with still all the battle damage and stuff. They just redid this part. And it's one that I think I always say kind of stands out to me and is one of my favorite bridges because I like the bright white. It looks really good. Looks brand new. You could probably smell the new starship smell in there, or the dead bodies of the Yorktown. Oh, it's fine. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, Star Trek 4 did have a bridge for a hot second.
Oh, did I go through or not? Because YouTube. Oh, okay, good. I did because YouTube crashed on like twice in the same 5 seconds.
Give me
Yeah.
sorry.
You know, it's funny because this is very much like the Prometheus Bridge, and that it's that gleaming, clean white feel, and it shows how the Stanley Kubrick aesthetic translates into advancedness. You know, it kind of has a feel, and so yeah, it is. I mean, I don't. I mean, the Star Trek 3 bridge. Well, no, Stuart says it's the 2 bridge, but I don't think the 2 bridge has those light beams and still hasn't got those pillars. So I think they redressed it. Yeah, they changed it a bit more than it could be. Yeah, I would be. And that front console that feels different to me. I don't know. I don't know. Also, I feel like I do know because it's okay, I'll log back. Yeah, I mean the floor is the thing that. I mean the set is on. I mean this shot is on screen for what, 10 seconds, right? So the idea that your eyes would go down to the floor seemed impractical, but it's definitely lazy, the wrong word, but no time, no effort, no money. Let's put something there, I guess, because it's, you can see they're just different panels. It ain't good. Cat Boots, good to see you. I just got here a bit late. Changes the bridge on the Captain is an F. Yes, we had some very odd requests. Some actual bridges, which technically count.
Back.
Welcome back. And Schmobody does say swap is Star Trek 4 to 5 bridge, so I guess that's a PayPal, which we yet to do. But yeah, love this bridge. It's great. As I said, I think it's not. They obviously did tweak it a bit more for Star Trek 4 because the 2 hasn't got a light pillar beam on the floor and all those silver reflective. So they definitely added things, which are easy to do, right? And I've had a different front console. I don't recognize the shapes.
On the helm?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. It's not new.
Mm.
It's the same one as in Star Trek 2.
Mm. And in most of the movies, those there's little boxes on the rim of the bridge, and they're just in one of the shots. There's a little light, and it could be Maru's talking, but they're never like bright light often. But here they're like booming white light, which kind of gives a room of spotlights. Yeah, it's cool.
Let's see what you guys are saying though. A wins with 46 votes at 28%, barely. This was a close one.
Wow.
This was really close in all the metrics. Because what do we got? A at 28%, D at 26%, S at 24%, and B at 22%.
We've been having like 70s, 80s, 60% wins. 28-1. Wow. That is crazy. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, everyone likes it. Like, otherwise B would have been flooded. So, wow. Fun. Okay. It's cool.
All right, let's see what else we got going on here in the PayPal.
Beautiful.
Got $5. Troy, USS Titan A.
Ah. Do I include an S for Titan A or do I do A, B, C, D? Because it's so damn dark. What do you think?
Include an S.
Okay.
Yeah. We need a C, guys. We need somebody to give us a C. That's what we need.
What about the Titan A bridge, Stuart?
I think the display panels and consoles are way too big.
That's fine.
Also the bridge, like the command chairs where they are, they just look a little out of place. The shininess of the floor irritates me. Are you looking for an image for this one?
Yeah, I was trying to get a higher res one.
Oh, okay. Um, I kind of like the opening to the briefing room at the back, the doors
Mhm.
being there. That's cool. But yeah, overall, just too shiny. The consoles are super
And
oversized.
just put in perspective, leave that where it is for a second. So that's image A, okay? And then keep talking.
Yeah, yeah. The the L-Cars consoles are just too big. I mean, there's too much going on. They're not separated into different sections. It's just large things, and the way that curves up, it just kind of irritates me a little bit. Um,
So that's a beautiful behind the scenes picture. I'm gonna maybe say Dave Blass. That's how it looked in the show. Because it
yeah,
looks reasonably bright in that there's every light doing everything. But in the show, it's so pitch black, and they're not under red alert. This is just standard lighting. You know what I mean? That's how different it is if you do it. And all the promo pictures were brighter. It's like, whoa.
yeah.
Just want to point that out. How you saw it. That's why I'm showing this as like a woo the design, but it's and there's so many light panels, right? The set should be super bright. Oh, you'd think, given how many damn
Yeah,
lights there are.
I like the chairs. They look comfortable, but
Hmm.
the just the steps up to those three command chairs, and why is there three? Captain, first officer, and who? Special guest of the week. Yep.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, that's the thing. It's referencing. I don't know if it is directly, but that's the generation setup. The three steps up to the main. The main being on the same, almost the same line as the horseshoe. Riker, Troy, and Picard.
Sure.
But it's just way too shiny. It's just yeah. I did
It's
do
like
it.
a high-end dance club.
Well, yeah, it's very dance clubby. Yeah, I did texture it partially. I did a fanfare called Test of Time, and it was a 26th century ship, and so I did half carpet, half reflective. It looked weird being all carpet, because it suddenly felt a lot less interesting. So you can see some clear lines on the ground. So I like followed those and made some reflective, some carpet. And I think it looked quite nice when you sort of refined it a bit. Yeah, it's a very odd bridge. Really stands out as being different. Uh, yeah,
Well, this is our first C with 32 votes. 47% say C. So
Adrian, fun shout. No one talks about that. How much of that did we actually do? It was the back, wasn't it? We should finish that at some point.
and his next one, Mr. Troy, is La Serena for some reason.
Although, just like with the Delta Flyer, not really a bridge. It's more the front of a
No,
giant
it's more,
room.
yeah, it's more of a bridge than the Delta Flyer, but not by much.
It's a catacomb. Well, it's like a studio apartment, right? You've got the bridge, you've got the hollow, you got the stairs, you've got the transporter, you've got some room. I think the crew quarters on the top deck, and the mess and the medical bay on the bottom.
Yes.
I think there's definitely some rooms. Or maybe it's just the. Oh fucking hell! You lying prick! That's not the resolution you're telling me it is. That's blurry as hell.
Blurry as fuck, bud.
I mean, I'm literally staring at the image and it's
This
like
looks like the
twice as
Last
high.
Supper. Look at this image and tell me this isn't the Last Supper.
Stuart isn't the Last Supper. There you go. Oh,
I
I'm wrong.
disagree. Wow.
Okay, it's the exact same image, but oh yeah. See, what the hell, Google? That's much better. The hell, Google? Well, that's alright. I mean, it's such not a bridge, you know. I mean, no one's gonna vote S for it. Oh, Stuart's gone. F. I mean, if you guys, you know, love the Odyssey bridge. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's simple. I mean, the concept of the set is fine for a cargo ship, right? Big open warehouse and by Stuart, and just a generic helm console and all bloody holograms. But can you imagine the budget your imagine the budget you're burning per day, as it were, of on production to say, oh, we want to use, we want to use all these L-car displays. It's like, oh, so much effort.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Thanks. The signal dropped.
Mm.
Anywho's, as I was saying, it's not awesome. The holographic displays they pop up in front of them are pretty cool, but other than that, not great. So
I mean,
let's see.
it's no Enterprise F, so you know.
This one probably could have stood up having an F option though.
Yeah,
But it'll be nice.
but again,
And
if other things aren't getting low marks, then people are probably gonna like this more. I don't know. You guys are really throwing curveballs.
so with 36 votes, D wins with 69%.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, but
Just as good as the Golden Gate Bridge from 2009.
But it did what it's trying to do, right? A civilian freighter, non-aligned ship. Yes.
Yeah.
Just wish they'd done anything else.
Okay.
All right.
Next up, we got Classic for Real wants the other Enterprise bridge from Star Trek for the voyage home, CVN 65. So the aircraft carrier where Chekhov is being interrogated. I guess I don't know why you do that on the bridge. And he also wants the HMS Bounty bridge. This is just ridiculous, guys. Bounty's fine, but so anyway, the USS Ranger bridge, because it wasn't actually the Enterprise, it was the Ranger.
How could you ruin it? All of our fans that think they actually got the Enterprise? Oh.
I just speak the truth, man.
Truth to power? Or
sure. Not even sure it's the bridge, to be honest.
I mean, when you see the screen capture, you'll be like, "Oh, that's clearly a bridge of a water ship." There you go. I mean, there you go. Clearly.
Can't wait. Fuck.
I mean, there's a lot of dials, a lot of, I guess, pressure gauges to show. But I suppose when these things were built, they didn't really have displays. So either you have a light that turns on via transistors and currents, or how do you display information? So use pressure and have a thing that turns. It's a much more useful way of showing information. That's why this thing is filled with information. But boy, we've come a long way. Because like everything there now would be two screens and an iPad. And that'd be everything represented cleanly in the exact same form.
Go vote. Don't have time for this bullshit. Vote. 23 votes.
My suspension of disbelief is unsuspended. Congratulations.
I'm so sorry. Classic Fear says you skipped the Stranger Worlds bridge and the bridge from Voyager Scorpion Part 1. No, I didn't, because I just went back and checked and there's no PayPals for those. So I didn't skip anything.
I did see the Scorpion Bridge one though. Let me have a look.
I did not. With 26 votes, F wins with 35% for the Ranger Bridge.
Oh damn. Voice has been heard. Well, there's the 250s, Joe. I think that's why you didn't see him.
The 250s?
Yeah, he put in a joke.
Well, then that's why I didn't, because
Okay, so we put in for 2 silly ones, which obviously we'll deal with. This is the bridge that we skipped because I had to find the picture. This is the bridge that the Roman blew up in tomorrow. In
Yeah, I
Canada.
read that one.
I know we didn't do it though.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
That's why you mentally skipped it on the
The
lineup.
bridge that's supposed to be in Toronto, which doesn't exist. Wow. Pretty cool looking bridge. Doesn't exist. Moving on. Got destroyed. Yeah, I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about with that one, so glad you got it.
All right, vote now in the poll. And then Strange Worlds Bridge should be there already. I've got the Scorpion Bridge. And there is a bridge in Scorpion, so.
All right, with 10 votes, F wins with 70% for this one.
Oh, you're saying S didn't win? Jesus.
No, sorry.
But I gave them so many options, voted for S.
So we're going to do his other shit first before we get to the HMS Bounty?
Yes.
Okay. You throw them in, and then I'll talk about them.
Okay. Okay. Get the poll up first. I'm doing them both. This is the I suppose Central Plexus Bridge, I guess. And we do see bridges in Best of Both when whatever the other Borg episodes are. That must be the Vinculum, so I must be the Vinculum in the background.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's an iconic bridge, fair to say. Would you say? It's fair to say?
No, I can't say as I recall it.
Yeah, it's when she was negotiating with with Borg about the 8472 and the 8472 attack, and then she's like, and then she beams out from it.
All right, with 11 votes, F wins with 42%. Good.
Wow, I gave simple options.
Right. All right.
Oh gosh, no one voted for S, but only S.
So his next one is the HMS Bounty
Yes,
Bridge, which is the redone Burrell vertebrae bridge. Lots of in-universe and out-of-universe reasons why this bridge is completely different than what we see in Star Trek 3, but that's okay. Very Klingon vibe to it, very dark, very interestingly lit. Yeah. And we know it stinks, or at least the ship stinks. So yeah, don't have much else to say about it. It's got a hatch going to the outside, which comes in handy later. That's cool. Don't know if I'd want that on my bridge necessarily.
Which of course rescales based on the ship. So in the bigger version of the ship, it must be therefore giant. Because it's the same damn hatch. I mean, I know the other bridge they use in 3 was just another sci-fi set they happened to have on the lot, right? So it wasn't an intentional design; they just modified it. But I wonder why they made such such a note to make it Starfleet-y versus Klingon-y, right? Because if you repainted the Starfleet colors, I guess change the door, it'd be a Starfleet ship, right? Which also shows how good the art design is. You can paint it reds and blacks and browns and make it Klingon design. I wonder why they made it so faithfully Federation-y, or just because they wanted to fly a more Starfleet standard
Kirk's
design.
so fucking full of himself and thinks he's God's gift to the Federation that he wanted it reconfigured into a Starfleet style bridge.
Well, what does God need with a starship? Turns out he needs a Federation bridge. But it's cool. I've always liked this bridge. I feel like it's very safe, right? But I love the scenes where you get to walk through the sets, through different corridors and stuff, and the nice grating, and yeah, it's a really nice safe bridge. I always feel sorry for Sulu, how little they get him and Chekhov on the bridge. They're just there for days filming, doing nothing, you know?
Yeah.
I feel sorry for them in this one.
Well, it's currently tied with 38 votes.
Oh.
Oh, no,
Oh.
no, it is again. Yeah, S and C are tied at 32% each. So we need somebody to vote and break the tie.
And Dunk says, good to see more S ranks say, yes, you guys love most bridges. Basically.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like this bridge. I've always liked it. I wonder how long it stayed up. Right? It was built for 4. Never seen again in any form. It wasn't redressed to be the Brel later because the walls aren't. I mean, I'm sure pieces might have been, but not. It's not the same set.
Yeah, they
right?
didn't use it as the bridge in the Klingon Bird of Prey 5, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I wonder what just. I mean, I guess maybe painting it all white for one scene, maybe it damaged it too much. Like, this is to repaint this is going to be hell. We'll just strick it.
Mm.
I don't know.
I'm gonna call it and give it a C. I don't care if it's tied because I don't think it deserves an A. Come on now. It's like giving the Enterprise F bridge an A. Like,
Well, S even. Yeah, tie with S. Yeah. That's mad. You guys love bridges, and it is interesting that you guys vote so many Fs yesterday for the Academy show, and are so happy to give S's today. It's fascinating. I think this must be our single most est episode.
Mhm.
I feel like.
Well, Classic Real wants Enterprise G bridge.
Mm.
We've already done that one. It's Titan bridge.
I mean, it's got a desk chair.
Okay.
And a podium thing, which is okay. That's close enough. So it's the Titan bridge, of course, but there's a new double stacked seating arrangement piece that Shelby stands on, sits on. Oh wait, you said G not F. Oh,
Yeah,
don't care. Doesn't matter. That's the same bridge. That's a moot point.
Yeah.
They didn't change it one iota, so no, doesn't count.
All right, and then next up is the Enterprise D bridge from Star Trek or from Picard season 3.
Oh yes, with the wrong colors, which they thought were right. And if you Google it, our video comes up as being like, what? Why did they change the colors? Like, I feel like it's a bit mean-spirited if I did do a fan film where they're on the D bridge and it's those colors and someone mentions why the wall's so different, because they're it's trying to be the same thing. They just didn't achieve it.
So the Enterprise D bridge from season 3 of Picard, guys. I mean, they go on great lengths about how they made it so accurate. Maybe it was accurate in person, but the lighting didn't really do the walls justice. So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, it's just the Enterprise D bridge, which is fantastic to see back.
Yeah, I just find the weirdly pale yellow. Like, we know the hue of the bridge. It's a nice sort of gentle orange, right? It's not a pale yellow. Right? Like,
I would in no way say orange at all for the Enterprise D bridge, but I think you have a little bit of a weird color thing because you say orange a lot for things that aren't orange to me anyway.
Well, but they're not yellow and they're not red. So I mean, obviously, very light orange, but like they're not yellow. It's a more vibrant, you know. Otherwise, this would be yellow, but it is yellow, but it's not the same as Enterprise D from the show.
Yeah.
But as I said, it took me less than 30 seconds to fix it in grading and post. So they could have done it by moving the hue filter in their software. They chose not to fix it. I think they just got one of the lighting panels wrong on the side. I think that was the thing they just couldn't, or it's like lit the wrong color. It's like, I don't know, they just didn't do it right, / whatever. Apart from that, it's great.
Oh, 25 votes, 48% say S.
Looks a tad smaller. Well, that's the lenses, but it was an identical size.
We're gonna have to kind of rocket through the next ones because we got a bunch. So,
right.
What
Vote
is
quickly
next?
Is the answer.
Yes. Classic Radio wants each Stewart and same to pick a Federation STO exclusive bridge. It could be from a canyon ship, but the bridge has to be seen otherwise.
Skip that. Next. That's too complicated. Next.
Yeah. All right. Next, we're going back to PayPal's. Or not PayPal's. My God, Super Chats. Let's see. The Relativity Bridge.
Ah, yes.
Oh, wait a minute. No. It's not the next one.
Oh.
My bad. Chris Parnell, 5 pounds. Yours says Equinox Bridge.
Ah. Which has some... It's great, but has some stupid little hallmarks to it. Which are stupid.
Hallmark.
Oh, Stuart, pimp your show. How's that going? How many you put out?
Well, with days it's 10. So there's 10. Every day in December on my personal channel, there's a Star Trek, well, just a Hallmark Ornaments video. So check it out. For 31 days.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, Equinox, great design. I hate the main chairs. I think they're disgusting. But I love the 2 steps. I love the banners. And it does feel very different to Prometheus, even though it's the same base design. That's just, you know, if you move things and change things, it can feel very different. And I hate, and you can't see here, but it's a small ship, and yet Prometheus is much bigger, same size bridge. Blah, doesn't make sense. But if you watch the show, the full bridge is covered with stuff, except the consoles either side of the view screen, they're just empty. There's just wall panels.
Yeah.
Smaller ship equals just empty space on the bridge? What?
It was also darkly lit, like the low power, right?
Well, there's debris everywhere.
Those dividers with the slits in them again. It's a choice. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really nice bridge as a fresh bridge to see. Like, it's very Voyager, but not. It's very refit, but not. It's a really nice hybrid piece for sure.
And with 24 votes, the C wins with 54%. So they're filling out the C category, which is good because we didn't have any C's for a while.
So Prometheus is S, and yet C is Equinox. Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Harrison Wells, 5. Yes. What? No. ISFJ, the Relativity Bridge. There we go. God, getting confuzzled.
It's a lot of bridges in Trek.
Yeah, I like the Relativity Bridge. It's kind of a all-purpose bridge. You got a transporter on there. You've got... I love the shape of it. It's not the standard round bridge either. And the new T-Cars display, the lack of consoles, like there's a few, but not as many as other.
I mean, it's a bit deceiving, and that the wall that we're currently seeing through has a line of consoles. That's the major consoles on the bridge. But certainly, if you look at the view screen, there's minimum.
I just mean stations, like sit-down stations.
Yeah, stations. Yeah, exactly.
Like, where is the captain's chair? Is there a captain's chair?
In theory, it's the one on the left as Braxton sat there, but exactly, yeah. That's Braxton's station.
I know. I like the Relativity. It's a future ship, so it's anything goes basically. So
I think she's great. Curved displays, the double projected view screen, so it's the biggest view screen seamless they ever did. It's like the whole wall. Love the transporter pad. It's really cool. It's a really big. I mean, it's a big set, and it feels faithfully Trek and yet not. Yeah, it does. It ticks a lot of boxes, and I really appreciate it because I hope to see it someday because it's cool.
Schmo Buddy said he put in a PayPal at 4:14, right after we started, that he hasn't seen yet. This is Olivia's. Troy's.
So yeah, vote for the relativity. For me, it's definitely one of my stylistic bridges. I love the cool blues.
Oh, must have missed it, Keith. Sorry. Schmo Buddy, the Enterprise A bridge at the end of Star Trek 4, which we've covered, and the Enterprise A bridge in Star Trek 6. Oh,
wow, relativity. That's an unusual split. S and B.
Yeah,
that never happens. Okay.
Well, 28 votes, 46% say S,
Okay.
43% say B. Yeah,
that does not normally happen. What year was the ship? 2900. So somewhere in there. Cool.
Let's go with the Star Trek 6 bridge then. Which is this one? Yes.
Yes, the red. And he says swap to the 5 and TMP D7. You've put no one after that. So all of the A bridges and D7 when we get there. Cool.
Okay, we only got like 5 more minutes ish. So let's see. So Star Trek 6 bridge, yeah, it's kind of an amazing bridge. I don't need a clock every fucking second workstation though. That's kind of irritating. The one above the view screen is sufficient. Thank you very much.
Can you imagine the continuity nightmare of that? And you can't CG fix it.
Well, they did a really good job in the movie though, editing wise. But yeah, you got to think that somebody has a finger on a remote that stops the clock when the director yells cut or something. The only thing for me, like I said, that bothers me about this is the turbo lifts on exactly each side of the bridge. That's not where the turbo lift things are on the exterior of the ship. You know, it's fine, I guess, whatever. But the color scheme's nice, the black and the red. Love the chairs, which are reused constantly throughout all of Star Trek. But yeah, good bridge. One of my favorites.
Yeah, it's great. And the fact that it is the Excelsior bridge, but not, shows how different they did make it. And I'm sure they did this first, then modified it. I mean, the red leather is such a fun pop of unnecessarily fanciness, but it's a bold color and it works. The unique stations as well, which are non Excelsior, the kind of the Spock station's great. Yeah, it's a very clean, simple bridge that Excelsior kind of adds to. But yeah, this is the Don, and hence the thumbnail. It's just a really nice, like it maintains the looking of sleek moviness, even though it's not that complicated.
Yeah.
But it looks very expensive and nice, and not being cluttered.
And it's tied with 20. Oh, it was tied. No, it's not again. I'm gonna end it. 27 votes. S wins with 41%. Second place was B with 36%.
Okay, interesting.
A only had 19%.
You're welcome, Shabody. Just let us know as always.
Yes, sorry, we must have missed it for some reason. My apologies.
It makes all the difference, as you know.
All right, back to this here though. Harrison Wells, $5. Excelsior 2 bridge with an S option. Excelsior 2 bridge. What does that mean?
It means I was trying to find there's one shot of it in all the show, and I was trying to find it, and then he distracted me with the other. I think it was with the Excelsior, so I gotta go find that. It's the one shot of Elnor.
Oh, do you mean the Excelsior 2 class?
Yes.
Bridge? Okay.
So it's the one shot of Elnor. I'm sure you guys all remember
yeah.
that, so you can vote without the picture until I find it. But it's as Elnor blows up.
I remember the scene.
I
remember him on view screen, but I don't remember anything about what was behind him.
Yep.
So it's not very helpful, and I apologize. But the Excelsior 2 is a nice ship. We've talked about it quite a bit.
Let's have a look. So I can't remember if it's in the first or the last episode. Because they're the same episode, but in 2 parts. Or is it in 3? And is cameo in 3? No, it must be. No, I think it's at the end, maybe when he. It's literally a shot, right? It's that fleeting. And forgive me for not remembering because he's in 2 that much, because it was real bad. Oh, okay, that's a version. Okay, there's a zoom into the Excelsior 2. That's a Trill. That's Raffi. Okay, there's the Excelsior 2 bridge. I found it, Stu. I got it.
Sweet. I'll say my 2 cents that I have on it if I have anything.
Okay, there's our shot of the Excelsior 2 bridge.
Wow, that's great. Go Elnor. Go Elnor. It's birthday. So yeah, what are you guys saying? I don't have much to say about this. You can't see fuck all.
I mean, it's no Enterprise F bridge.
It's just the display screens of the Titan.
Yeah.
For Christ's sakes.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's see. With 18 votes, 56% of you say C. So C it is. Fair enough. Good job, Sam. Next up is Sussy Guru, 2005 euros. The Borg Queen's Chamber on the Borg Diamond Dark Frontier.
That's a cool shout. I always like that set, actually. Well, imagine having to build that. That would suck. Oh, gosh, where's a... I mean, I finding a wide shot of this is not... I don't think it is going to be one necessarily, because that thing's meant to be dramatic, not necessarily visible.
I mean, Queen's Chamber is always interesting because it's darker. It's got the green lighting. It's got...
This naked man?
Sure. Yeah, that's the highlight for me. Looks like he's ready to go back in time. Anywho's, so there you go. Go vote on that, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's a Borg room.
Yeah.
Yay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, effective, good. I could not sketch if I tried the layout. I know it's got some doors that are cool with like a there's like some curves to them. It's got her primary chamber. It's got loads of buttons, and I remember there's a bit in the there's a bit to the side where they can crack open skulls. So you know, and on the bridge. So yeah, it's a good time.
All right, with 15 votes, A wins with 40%. Dun dun dun. You guys have spoken.
Right. Okay. Better than Excelsior concept. And right. Okay.
Yep. ISFJ 1009, $2. Okay, wait. One last before I go. Sona Bridge. D in quotation marks. And Classic Real topped it up with $3, although you didn't really need to, Classic. But thank you.
Raffles Bridge. A great name. With his bloody sofa. Actually, quite a decent bridge. Very much just sort of the E, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looked good in the movie. Good displays, good controls. Big sofa. What's not to like?
Comfy.
Yeah.
It's a good hangout spot.
Yeah. It's like a no frills sort of set, but with lots of like repeated details just because it adds detail. And he shoots the wall, risking his entire ship by almost shooting blowing it up.
But it was fine.
Yeah. It was pretty decent. Yeah. The last prime ship with carpet. Did the Scimitar have carpet? I do not know.
Don't know.
A lot of it wouldn't. It's a green screen
With,
with deep cut. Wow,
with 14 votes, D wins with 36%. It's three-way tie for A, B, and C at 21% each.
I mean, it's no Enterprise F, so.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Where the damn chairs. Look! The Sona are very keen on standing, you know, exercise. Very keen on it. It's important. Do your cardio.
Yeah. Sasaguro 2005 euros. The new Trek bridges could be improved manyfold by simply adding carpets and removing 47% of light strips. Anyway, the Dauntless, the Arcturus original. And yeah, no more guys, because we got well, one more after this. But yeah. Time to go.
And Schmobel, these other two.
What other two?
Go look in the chat while I find Dauntless. Let's see.
Chat.
There it is. Well, I'll use that picture. Really fun
Enterprise
bridge.
A and Star Trek 5, and then Klingon, and then the Bird of Prey.
Yes.
The TMP D7. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, then yeah, we got a few. So very quick voting, guys.
I really like Dauntless. You know I do. I mean, the fact there's no view screen is weird, but they fixed that for Prodigy. Yeah, really satisfying bridge when Adrian built it. I was really proud to text this one. It's just really interesting and yeah.
Yeah, definitely different feel, like a next generation of bridge design almost. Yeah.
Although it's funny, any angle from the side, you just get these blasting like lights taking up.
Yeah.
It looks cool from some angles. I don't mind that. It's just like there's just a light panel hitting your face. But I love the curved consoles that are like properly nice and advanced looking.
All right.
I really like it.
16 votes. B wins with 44%. Yep. Next up is the Ambassador class bridge. Sean Wolsey Holdren says Ambassador class bridge, please. We'll do that, and then we'll do two more Schmo buddies, and then we'll be done for the day. Yeah, the Ambassador class bridge, I think, is it a redress of the emergence of the battle bridge on the Enterprise D? Not even sure. It's got the good aesthetic though, the Lost Era. I love the monitors, the computer displays are all really great. It's got the era like look that I like. That being said, the console at the front is very weird.
I mean,
which I don't think you ever see.
There, it would just block everything.
Yeah. Maybe it's a special console for communications, so the captain can go up there and put on filters for her face so she looks like pretty.
Or this was because maybe Garrett was a fan of Captain Pike who was stood next to the view screen.
Oh, right in front of the view screen. He just walked up to that shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
So she stands up to the view screen, so she has to have a console. Then she's not interfering in anybody's view, because she's the most important person. Yeah, the problem with Enterprise C bridge Ambassador is it's amazing if you shoot it through the consoles to the back wall, and it's garbage if you shoot forwards.
Yes.
Absolute trash, but beautiful the side view. And also, I worked out the scalings are all broken on the height of the floor, and it doesn't really the height of the consoles just like they're like here. They should be here. They're way too. They're not leveled properly because obviously the set wasn't built for this in mind. It was built for other things, and when I did my version of the set, I lowered the floor and the top like just enough so you could actually have people standing correctly. Yeah, it's not scaled properly, and it's definitely disappointing C bridge. But also, I really like it from certain angles. Like really like it.
Yeah.
It's like relics, right? The angles that show it well, but also yeah. I would not be afraid to visually retcon this and like update the other third to kind of modernize it to more than no details, because you never see the front. The only reason we guess the front is how it is because we know the set it was used. And so we say they're obviously not going to change the view screen for one non-shot. So that's the only reason we know what the view screen looks like, because you can guess.
Yeah. All right, with 25 votes, S wins with 40%. Tuck that up there.
I would have lost so much money if I guessed these ratings. I'd have lost like dozens of pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next up we've got Star Trek V Bridge. Star Trek V Enterprise Bridge was one of my favorites, honestly. I think it's highly underrated. Is that this one on here? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, with a sleek console.
Yeah.
So it became the 6, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a warmer bridge as far as colors go, and you can tell it's clear plexiglass with like monitors behind, because some of the monitors are on, some are off. But I kind of like it. It's something about the simplicity of it. It feels warm, it feels inviting, it's a bright spot in that movie, let's put it that way. But his chair is a little squeaky, so I mean, that goes against it. So, but yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's bright, inviting, and nice. Is it the best bridge ever? No. Does it look kind of cool? Yes. Do they make it look more dark and technical in the next film? Yes. But all the hard work was done here to design it, and they just made it moodier in the second film and more metally, because they removed the carpet, I believe, in the next one, or a lot of it. Here it's nice and gentle.
No, remove the carpet.
That's
Let's
nice.
see.
Good...
You guys with 16 votes, 29% with A right now with 17 votes. It's tied with C. So if you guys want to break the tie, go ahead. That'd be awesome. There we go. Enterprise C gets C with 33%. Yeah, could use some tweaks. If it became a hero ship, it would need some kind of modifications. And then what was the next thing he said? The D7 bridge?
And by that you mean, of course, the
motion picture D7. Motion picture Katinga, I guess.
No, I mean, of course, by that you mean the Star Trek torpedo tube room from...
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. There it is. Yeah, the refit torpedo room. Big struts and supports everywhere.
I wish I knew the reason why this is such a big, elaborate, detailed set for one scene. Right? I mean, maybe when they started building, there was the end scene where they were going to fight in Earth's orbit, so they knew we were going to have to be at the end, so they could afford the money, because normally it's minutes per millions, but this is such an elaborate and nice set with so many details. It could have been half as complicated and still be great. It's just so... I mean, I know it's the start of the movie, but they've burned so much money on this. And luckily you could redress it right for other things, but it's such a big, expensive set. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. It's currently tied between S and A. 47% each with 17 votes. So go vote, guys. Get those, break that tie.
And I've always wondered, like, what exactly are the job of the two tactical people who have the spinning chairs? Are they each with a disruptor cannon each? Are they managing the torpedoes? Are they doing the torpedo each? Why do you need two tactical people?
Maybe left and right side of the ship. I don't know. It just looks fucking cool. That's why.
I know. But you'd want them to be computer controlled by like a guy pressing fire, so in unison. I wouldn't want left and right disruptors firing differently.
With 23 votes,
such an impressive set for what it was.
Yeah, with 24 votes now, 54% say S. A is at 38%, and they were tied a minute ago. So let's put the Klingon motion picture bridge up there somewhere. Shuffle some bridges around
that
here.
Should be all of them, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that is it.
Okay, yes, final poll coming, so vote in that for a second. Okay, last poll. All right, how do you feel, Stuart, on that very in-depth list?
Confused mainly.
That is fair. And thanks to all the PayPal guys. Those make, as you know, a huge difference. And that was a wonderful set. So thanks so much. And I know obviously you pay for our confusion, etc. But yeah, gosh.
We got to do one of these community ones, and then the next day take all the ones that were pulled up and like redo them for ourselves and see where we would put them, because it would be completely different.
And it's democracy, man. A few of them had strong. A couple of them were close, in fairness. But yeah. Stuart, do you remember the last poll I have?
Yes. Is the Enterprise F STO the best Enterprise bridge? 36 people here. Go vote. 60 likes, which is great. Thank you so much, guys.
I mean, that should be 100% no, right? Like,
You would be surprised.
100%. That should be. I mean, the D bridge is better. The Connie bridge is better. The E bridge. Boy, no E or D bridge like classic versions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Didn't do TMP bridge or 2 bridge or Grissom bridge, Miranda bridge or.
nope.
We have several Golden Gate bridges, but no D
For some
bridge
reason.
as in classic.
23 votes, 70% say yes. So y'all are crazy, and it shows. So I appreciate you guys, but I really do have to go. So
Yes.
we will talk to you guys tomorrow. You can
Goodness.
come back and join us for another live.
Exciting.
Until then, he's Commander Calkins.
He's got a Foley. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow again. Bye bye.